So thank you for joining us in the Leagues Cup 2024 post-game press conference for Club León and Portland Timbers at Providence Park. We welcome Phil and thank you for your time. So we're going to begin first for the on-site media questions, please.
Hey, Coach. Congrats on the win.
Goal, yeah?
You took my question right out of my mouth. Last week I talked to you about how the Timbers had failed to score on a corner kick, and you did it twice tonight. So how does that feel just for like the locker room and the club to be able to win that game in this fashion?
I think winning the game first and foremost was a big moment. These games they're playoff games. They're games against a level of team that probably is same, if not better, than some of the best teams in the MLS. The quality, the movements, tactically it's different. The styles are different. The referees are different. Everything's different about it, and you could smell in the air tonight that there was a special feel. And I thought that I wanted to trust the squad. Kamal Miller, Eric Miller, Max Crepeau, Anthony came in, Zach McGrath came in. And I said to the players before the game that I didn't want them to mistake that for me taking it easy. I wanted them to believe that those players probably should have been playing in the last month or two. I know Crepeau and Kamal have been away, but Zach McGrath has been so unlucky. If he hadn't got the stitches in his face, it would have been difficult for Miguel Arajo to get back in. So we've got real competition for places. I trust them all, and I think what we spoke about is, the set plays, the high press, or whatever we're doing, we've got to commit fully to it. And I've never thought this season we've been fully committed to scoring from set plays. We've got, on three things on set plays that you need. You need a good deliverer. Well, there's no excuse there because we've got one of the best. Then you need the runs and the movements, and then you need the commitment to go and score. There's one ball going into the box, and it's whoever wants it the most. And what you saw tonight, you saw a centre back that wanted it more than their players, and I thought it was really good to win a game like that. To score again late on, I think shows that it's now not an accident. It's not something that's lucky. It's something that it's part of our identity, that we don't give up. We go into that, end there, and they suck the ball into the net, and we look a real threat. And never once did I think that it was going to go to penalties. Never once. I thought we were going to win the game, and we committed to it, and we got our just rewards.
Hi, Coach. Congratulations on the win tonight.
Thank you.
My question is kind of in general about these types of matches, getting teams like León, getting these international experiences for guys that might not get called up for international duty. What does that do for the squad in general? What does that do for the club and for MLS?
Well, there's a real competition now. I think I said it yesterday in the press that between the Mexican League and the MLS League, they were streets ahead of us, and we've still got some catching up to do. I think all these games in America probably gives us the advantage, but the gap is getting smaller, and there's quality in our league now, and I think this competition is got real legs. I really do. I think I remember getting the mandate through, the email through when I was into Miami manager, thinking, this is just going to be the biggest pain in the backside ever, right bang in the middle of the season. And I think what we saw last year is that it was a brilliant addition to what we've got, and this year is my first as a manager. Last year I was working for Apple TV and not for a club, and I think there's just a different feel with playing the Mexican teams, and I think we can still make the competition better. I think having 4 teams in a group, probably everyone plays on the same night, which means that there's not big gaps between games, and that you can go through whatever. So anyway, I think it's a brilliant competition, and we're excited to be in it. And I think the first game when you win is massively important.
Hey Phil, first time this season that you've had your full squad available to you for selection, which means you get to bring the likes of David, of Santi, Claudio, Juan, and now Mason Toy off the bench, who all put in really good performances. How do you feel the squad is right now? We're in the middle of the summer transfer window. Just how do you feel about the squad right now?
Well, I think when you go into the transfer window, or when the transfer window opens, normally you're looking to bring people in to freshen up, to add quality, and I think what we've found over the last probably month is that we've got a group of players that are becoming even more closer. The bond is forming, and I think if we're looking at players now, and we're probably looking at players a month ago that we liked and that we were interested in, and now we're thinking they wouldn't get in our team. The level of players, the level of performance level's gone up. So for us to bring in a player now has got to be someone that really, really improves the team. We don't need depth at this moment in time. We've got a squad that's hungry to play. You know, Anthony comes in tonight, plays. Miller, Crepeau, I've just named them all. And Paredes didn't even get on the pitch. Laria didn't even get on the pitch. So there's opportunities for everybody, and we've got a squad that's headed in the right direction. And like I say, for us to strengthen now, we're going to have to bring in someone of a DP level or a Max Tam level for us to improve, and that's not, I don't think it's going to happen because we've not got spots. So I think I'm really pleased. Ayala comes on tonight and he just changed the game. He changed the game with his intensity, and I didn't want to take Williamson off because I thought he had an outstanding game, but he was on a yellow card, and the referee was, you know, it was stick or twist for him sometimes, and so we've got competition, and that's all you can ask for as a manager. And my job now is to pick the best team, and that's going to be difficult.
Coach, your team looked like they had to fight back, kind of in both halves, kind of like to get up to speed to match Leon's intensity, kind of both coming out from the start of the game and then coming out of halftime. What kind of contributed to that, do you think, for your team kind of finding their footing as the game kind of went on and kind of progressed?
I think we had to get used to their intensity. I think at the start of the game, I think we knew that they were going to come out, but I think once you're out there, you think, oh wow, they're quicker, their first touch is better, their movement's better, their rotations are better. So I think it took us 15-20 minutes. The goal was actually a big wake-up call for us. They had a free header from a wide free kick just after that, and then I think we just got the grip of the midfield. Evander, who I thought was outstanding, Evander, Williamson and Chara then started to run the midfield. We had a big chance. I think it was Evander should have scored, and I thought that then they started to stretch, and they weren't as compact, and we started to get possession of the ball and switching it. So I just thought it was the intensity of their play and their physicality. You know, I think I say to my players all the time about the fitness levels and physicality in modern day football. You cannot be overweight. You cannot be over body fat. You've got to be ripped. You've got to be a physical specimen. You know, we're watching the Olympics at this moment in time, and every single one of those athletes is for me is a barometer for what professional footballers should be, and so that's where we've got to take our players.
Profesor, ganó. Felicidades.
My friend, estoy cansado.
Solo uno. No, es interesante porque, bueno, nuestra gente también quiere saber algo en español, ¿no? Y no hablan inglés. ¿Qué significa esta victoria para el equipo y qué tan serio está tomando este torneo los Timbers?
Para mí el primer partido es muy significado porque ganamos el primero. El segundo es un poco más fácil porque tienes 3 puntos en la tabla. Entonces, jugamos un partido muy bueno. Es un reto muy grande para ganar este torneo porque hay un montón de equipos con muchas cualidades. En MLS, en el Mexican League también. Entonces, en Inglaterra decimos we're in it to win it. Entonces ahora es 3 puntos, es un partido. En 4 días tenemos un partido contra Colorado, es un partido difícil. Yo quiero o lo queremos ganar este partido también porque en este momento tenemos momentum para ganar todos los partidos. El momentum es muy, muy, muy importante en fútbol. Si con este momento, con la afición aquí, tenemos una situación, una sensación bueno. Entonces, estamos felices, estoy feliz esta noche, pero mañana tenemos preparar para un partido contra un rival en Colorado el jueves. Bueno, ¿no?
Excelente.
Phil, buenas noches. Aquí. También si te puedo hacer
también?
sí, una pregunta en español, Eric
Okay.
López de TUDN.
I should speak really bad and then they won't ask me in Spanish.
Viene también los equipos de México y hay que llevar esta conferencia a México también. Oye, Phil, tu equipo es un equipo que genera muchos goles, que tiene y que genera muchas llegadas, pero hoy los hace de cabeza en jugada a balón parado. También me imagino que esa parte te debe dejar muy tranquilo, que tu equipo tiene esa capacidad de reacción, de venir de atrás, como lo hizo hoy, y que tiene muchas cualidades para ser un equipo muy peligroso. ¿Cómo te sientes con esa parte en un torneo en donde es muy rápido y donde vas a necesitar muchos goles?
Sí, tenemos un equipo que le gustan hacia adelante, toca la pelota, y al otro día con mi cuerpo técnico hablamos sobre los balón parados este año y la verdad es una vergüenza porque tuvimos 99 estrategias y solo un gol. Es una vergüenza. Entonces cuando pon en la televisión con mi equipo, los jugadores de Portland Timbers mira con una boca muy abierta porque ellos no saben que estamos muy mal en esta fase. Entonces con un equipo como León, con un equipo que tiene muchas calidades, con velocidad, con técnicamente, movimientos son buenos, más que en el MLS. Para ganar este partido necesitamos más que 11 contra 11, entonces trabajamos toda la semana en estrategias, en la temporada con Evander, con Zach, con los centrales. El otro día con los centrales dijimos necesitamos 4, 5, 6 goals para ahora hasta el final de la temporada. Hoy tenemos 2, entonces necesitamos 4 más.